Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it looks like it's going to be an interesting week to say the least. We've got 6 maps coming as always. Tomorrow's is a My First Map, a creator request My First Map at that. Never know what you're going to be facing when you do one of those. On Saturday we've got a map from a creator of assets. And it's a bit of a curiosity map because honestly I have no idea what to expect when we open it. Very few clues going on with that one. Then the other 4 days, today we've got a map from a creator we've done just the once in the past and they got 12 stars. Upcoming though, we've also got maps from a creator who got 13 stars, a map from another creator who got 13 stars, and a map from a creator who has in the past got 14 stars. So there's all sorts of standards coming up this week, and new creators through to experienced creators through to asseteers who are doing something very different. Meanwhile we've got a change in the YouTube voting as well. I don't think I can cope with much more. Please help me through this difficult time by hitting the like button. That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Waving Wheat by assumedrisk. Now this was up for a glance a couple of weeks ago, but then got held back and now it's a Monday map. It's a Monday map. There's your start square. We've got a river going into a canal. That's, I think, a first for a start square for us. The terrain heights feels like the middle of America. It's just very flat and full of field painting, splodges, and the centre 25 tiles look very interesting. I think it's going to be playable for pretty much most ways of playing this one. Fishing, if you want to go with fishing and you've got Sunset Harbour, you've got that going on. And then off to the workshop. Now, the map we are reviewing, get those words out, is a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. As you can see, there is quite a list of things to subscribe to as well. There is a one-click collection, which we'll take a look at now, but there is also a DLC free version and a asset light version as well, so you could go either way. And we'll be using the Stray Cats theme, the Homecoming, and we'll also be using the Relight Cool Lut. Right, and there's a great set of roads used in today's map, a really lovely set of US roads. Okay, this is look at the road. Okay, the distance between the roads really gaunts for me, but then that's because I'm in Europe and you could get 2 countries. I can get Belgium and Luxembourg between these 2 highways. That's how far those 2 highways are apart. Yeah, I know, it's normal. It's normal. We've got loads of detailing on today's map, loads of it, like the water buckets there. Apparently they're deprecated, but well, okay, I'll take it. Right, we'll follow our way through it. So you think a map like this is going to be a bit dull and disinteresting, just a bit of field painting and such? Oh no, not the case with assumedrisk. They have gone the extra mile. Now, does this make this one of the best maps I've ever seen? I would say no, but I would say it makes it a very good one. And if you're looking for a very good map, you're looking in the right place here. Okay, I think there are a few glorious Zosso maps from the past that would outshine this. But my goodness me, are you looking to do an American build with fields and lovely? Look at the quality of the intersections. These are custom. And they are created really nicely indeed using this road pack. Only grumble, I think, which is consistent across the entire map with the heights of the bridges, street light clipping is always going to be a problem. This is fixable using network skins in the actual game engine. There's your street lamps, there's a few of those. We won't be stopping for all of them. I'm just pointing out that they are here and they are sticking out quite a long way, and some of them in the middle of the main highway like such. Yeah, it's a minor grumble, because it is easily fixed, but there are ways and means of avoiding it as a map maker, and I don't think assumedrisk has quite mastered that yet. They've mastered a lot of other things. A lot, like, speaking of minor, tiny little details, like here, look at the central barrier here. It pushes towards the right, forcing the traffic onto the bridge. On the opposite side, you don't need it because the traffic is coming off of the bridge. It's just the little details like that that make a huge difference. A huge difference. So we'll have a look at this next intersection. Really busy, fancy intersection. Really classy as well. This is right by the start square. Again, some great work going on here. And just a lot of time and thought and precision has been put in here as well. If we just ignore about any clipping lampposts. Okay, we'll just ignore. We're not talking about those anymore in today's show. So yes, these are minor things, easily corrected. And I'm loving these slip roads. This little urban intersection going on here. This is really very tidy as well. Nice, very nice indeed. Heading down to the Start Square roundabout, where we've got a little nod to the compass. We had one of these last week, didn't we? Did you see the perfect circle? Oh, what a great map that one. So many good maps recently. And into the Start Square, which means we have got time for one of these. When I say one of them, we got 3 of them today. They come as a pack. You get a choice of colours, and it's the Modern Dutch Midrise 9 by Jerenable. Jerenable done a great set of Dutch assets. The 3 colours you got available, we have white, red and brown. So depending on what you're looking for, tell better with the sunlight. Unfortunately, the way that the sun is at the moment, it doesn't really show them off to their best. Factoids, because factoids, pinch punch first of the month. It's about the Mormon leader Brigham Young, who founded the religious centre in Salt Lake City in 1847, was born on this day, the very 1st of June, in 1801. The Mormon religion allows for polygamy, and Brigham Young himself had at least 20 wives. I wonder how many of them had a headache at the same time. Anyway, Brigham Young, happy birthday, you infamous Mormon person. Leader? I don't know what they were called. Anyway, the Modern Dutch Midrise 9 by Jerenable. Today's asset pack of the day. Right, back down to the highways. Yes, so and on we go. I mean, I normally try and steer away from religion and politics as much as I can on the show, but I've got to say, right, I have met a few, and there aren't that many public Mormons over here in the United Kingdom. I'm going to say it. They are some of the nicest people I have ever met. I was really taken aback by just how genuine they were. I'm pretty atheistic myself, but if anybody's got faith, it's got to be one of the nicest things it's possible to have faith and belief. And it's sad that I don't have it, but I'm happy for anybody of any. Oh, hang on a second. Now this power line coming across here, I think I would have liked that just elevated a bit. I know we're going to end up with the concrete at the bottom of them, but I still think that I would have accepted this. You know, I think that looks okay, and just a little bit lower than I was liking it as an aesthetic thing anyway. Yes, so yes, if you have faith, God bless you, or whichever deity name you prefer, because it's got to be a great thing to have. Sadly, for me, it's something I don't have, and it's one of those things that has to come from the heart. And the only thing that comes from the heart for me is map reviews. Oh, goodness me. Right, okay, so we've seen a couple of intersections. We've got a couple of crossovers there and there with the dry rivers, which we'll have a look at in the second half of today's show, because still a lot to look at here. And then we have, if we come up to this one, another intersection. This one, though, is in process. And this is very neatly done as well, because look at it, it might be in process, but it is actually operational. It is working. Traffic is flowing through it. We've got a little bit of traffic feeding off of it as well. Loving the pillar placement as well, the way that they elevate up in a believable way as well. Got the retaining walls in place there, and obviously the road that's going to head off in that direction. It's very tidy. I quite like that. It's a nice bit of detailing that doesn't take anything away from the map, and all credit for that. Right, so we get to the edge of the map here. You'll see we've got a little bit of a loop back on the traffic here. So any traffic coming in from the edge of the map can quite easily find its way back off the edge of the map as well. Now, around about here should be a rail line. Now, the one thing that I think we can assume with the rail as we come up to our first, and this is a level crossing down here. Don't mind this, because secondary road, level crossing, out there in the sticks, probably not an issue at all. And then over here, main road, we are going elevated over it. Heading over the primary roads, level crossing through the secondary roads. Very clean, very tidy, very risk-free, I feel. Assumed risk has taken no risks there. It's good quality standard work, and I cannot fault yet. There's nothing to fault with that. We haven't been very clever. We've just done what a structural engineer would do in that situation, and all credit there. I've got a very nice bridge coming up here as rail bridges go. This is very nice indeed. Totally buying into this. Really lovely piece of work. In fact, there saw we had another custom bridge a bit further up, which we're not even going to look at today because there's so many other things. Like this is a junction, okay? This is really very clean, very tidy. Crossing in 4 different directions, and this rock work here, it happens across the map around these dry river areas and for detailing. I'd be quite happy not to have seen it. It's not bad. It's for me, it's a little distracting where it doesn't fit for me with the rest of the map. Now, again, not been to the center of America, can't tell you whether or not there's a lot of things like that, and I'm sure there are, because why else would have assumed risk have put it in? But it's not something I'm enjoying. I don't hate it, but I think that I would have preferred maybe to have seen some like Zardas's just rock packs, just the ones, the sprinkled rocks. I think I would have preferred those down. We're subscribed to a lot of things already. I think one pack of those just for detailing like that, I think I would have preferred, but it's a small shout in it. Anyway, heading off to the edge of the map now, which means we get time for an intermission. We'll come back and question mark, do you think they'll be shipping on this one?
I can't believe I'm plugging this, but my husband, this old gamer, has a YouTube channel where he builds cities or something. He thinks he's funny and different from other Cities Skylines channels, but what he needs to do is take out the trash. But in the meantime, check out this old gamer.
And so shipping routes, and the answer is no, there are no shipping routes, but we do have air routes. I don't normally cover air routes, but I figured as we're not going to have a look at shipping routes, we're going to have a few seconds spare to have a look at air routes. We have them, and I imagine there would be an airport here. There's lots of flat land. I would say there's plenty of room for an airport. Water flow. Okay, so we have a convergence of 2 separate rivers here. Merge very neatly together. We got these little islands going down the middle as well, which is just quite nice again. Just subtle, very subtle. And then down here, we have the river condenses down into a canal, and it's just good water flow all the way down the middle of the map. I don't think you'll have any problems with that at all. Right, so the question is, what other things are there on a map that looks flat and boring? Well, for a start, right at the edge of the map, we've got a roundabout here for anything that wants to loop back straight off of the map. You can. Now, here, this is something you don't often see. We quite often see people putting down wind farms, but look, we have access to the wind farms. Every single one of them has a little access path stroke road, and this is just a nice thing to see. Remember, this is right on the edge of the map as well. This could easily have been left. Easily. But we do have a couple of other wind farms we'll have a look at in a moment. Speaking of farms, though, we have lots of field painting farms. Don't mind the squareness of them, given that where we are. And I love the old circle in there from the circular watering machinery that they have. It's just a nice little nod to the real thing. Now, the rocks here I don't mind. I don't know whether that's because it's on the river's edge or something. In terms of detailing, I liked it there. I don't know why I don't like it on the dry river area. But you can make your own decisions. It's a personal thing. And let me know in the comments that I'm wrong, because I love reading when I'm wrong. Yeah, of course I do. Okay, now we've got some very nice bridges down here. I've got to show you this though, right? So this canal, where the river merges down into a canal, you can see how the water has been redirected. Because over here you've got the it's basically an oxbow lake, isn't it? A very, very dry oxbow lake. That's very clean. So you can see how the water used to come around and loop back into the river, but the redirection has straightened up the river and makes that prime for reclaimed land, or maybe even a park area. What do you think? Right, then over here we've got the dry rivers, and the dry rivers, I think they're quite tidily done. It's just the rock detailing. In fact, I don't really mind that too much. I still feel that a non-vanilla rock there would be better. Given the amount of things we subscribe to, one more thing I don't feel would have hurt that much. Over in this corner of the map, we have got some hills. There's not many hills on the map. I know they do exist like this. We've even got a little scenic one up here as well. You can climb up to the top of here and have a nice look around. And just take in just the beautiful views. Look, absolutely, you can see as far as the eye can see. It's so, apart from that ugly little hillock right in the way there. Oh my goodness, that spoilt it for me. You are a naughty hillock. Do you know what? I gotta do it. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Right. Right, there we go. Let's fix that. Let's go down and have a little look, see. Right, so from here you've got a view as far as the eye can see. Oh, what a lovely view that is. Oh, that's just so lovely. Yeah, sorry about that, assumed. Yeah, it's... Yeah, maybe a smaller hill there. Just enough to see over the top. Alright, so over here we have another wind farm, and we have obviously all the footpaths linking them all up so you can walk and access them all. We've got power from here that goes right down to Start Square, which is nice. No power from the edge of the map. That corner one over there doesn't reach the Start Square, but this one does. Which makes me question, is there actually decent winds down here? And the answer is no. I mean, yeah, we've got plenty of them, so you're going to have plenty to get started with. But if you're going to place a wind farm, put it in a windy area. Like over here, even this is quite weak. But the one up here, the first one we started with, good strong wind up there. And yet that's not the one that reaches the Start Square. So anyway, a wind farm here in a non-windy area. Minor grumble, but there's plenty. Each one's pumping out about 5 megawatts, so you'll have plenty to get started. And it does link all the way down. I love the veins, the water veins down here as well, the way it's sort of like eroding its way down into the river. That's very tidy. And then up in the corner we have the reservoir. Now while we have a look at the reservoir, I'll let you know that we have the new vote system. Links are across to my Patreon account. You can vote with your Facebook account, your Gmail account, or even a free Patreon account. And that would be really helpful to me if you could just go over there and let me know what you think of the map. Is it a 1-star map, a 5-star map, or somewhere in between? Your vote really does count, and it's not my fault YouTube have removed the vote system. So cross with them. Right, okay, aesthetically, I like it. I really like it. I can't squeeze a 5th star. I mean, it's close. I can't squeeze a 5th star out of it though. But I think given what it is, a flat map with no features, it looks really good. 4 stars. Detailing, on the whole, very, very, very nice indeed. No chance of a 5th star because things like streetlight clipping, but I still, high standards, 4 stars through and through. Gameplay potential. I was thinking about 5 stars on this one. I'm not feeling the map. But that's because this is not where I'm from, and you're always at a disadvantage. I'm going very high 4. I'm not feeling the reason to want to play the map, but it is very playable. Waving Wheat by assumedrisk. Very nice. Gets a BonBonB seal of approval, no question. Very nice map. It's very close to All-Star. There's just little bits here and there, and I cannot put my... As always, quite often these things is just putting your thumb on it and saying, I don't know why I'm not 100% sold on something. And then some maps you just do. And anyway, that's again great work, assumedrisk. 12 stars across the board every single time, and you're a winner. You're a winner, my friend. That's it. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow with another What Map.